What's good with it, BlakGooseTV family, man? Double salute as always. It's your boy Fluence in the building for a Fluence Lounge. It's been a long time. The last Fluence Lounge that we had was at the beginning of this year for the Javante Davis versus Hector Luis Garcia card. It was a fire time, a good time. Watched the entirety of the card. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was nothing but amazing. You know what I'm saying? But we back here again at the end of January, the second Fluence Lounge of the year. In my personal opinion, this has been the biggest spaces when it becomes or when it comes to doing Fluence Lounges. In my personal opinion, that in the last maybe like 2 or 3 years, usually we got a little bit more activity in January than we've had at the beginning of this 2023. But nonetheless, we here. We got Anthony Yarde versus Artur Beterbiev. Right now, before they do the walkouts for Anthony Yarde and Artur Beterbiev, they're announcing the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight. So uh, I guess that fight is actually going to be happening. They in the ring and they're in the UK. It's supposed to be happening in Saudi Arabia at a catch weight of 185 pounds. Um, that's going to be happening in a month. So, we'll do a Fluence launch for it. Not that excited for that fight. They're doing a face off right now. 2 years in the making. I wonder if it's going to do numbers, y'all. I definitely didn't expect them to announce this fight before a Beterbiev Anthony Yarde unification. I guess Jake Paul is really a star in the making in boxing because you got to think about it. Jake Paul is with Showtime. Fight will be available for purchase at ESPN.com pay-per-view. Oh, so it's on ESPN Plus. So who is this under then? I wonder who he's is he not with Showtime is he anymore? Did he end up signing with Top Rank? Because I know he did that PFL deal, and we all know, Tommy Fury is associated with the zone, I guess, to an extent. Hmm. Maybe Jake Paul ended up doing a deal with Top Rank, like a one fight deal, maybe co-promotional type thing. It's going to be on ESPN. It's not on Showtime, so he's not with Showtime anymore. Interesting. Hey, next big superstar right there in boxing, Jake Paul. Who would have thought 8 rounds, 185 catch weight? That's interesting to me. But anyways, we here nonetheless, man. I didn't want to watch the whole card. There was no way I was going to watch this whole card, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. The card was weak. Like, I went to the gym. If y'all see my daily check-in, I went to the gym after I did like my running stuff, and while I was doing my workouts, I kind of was like glancing at the fights leading up to, obviously Yarde versus Beterbiev, and man, they definitely didn't do any favors for any like U.S. fans who were not looking forward to this fight or who were looking forward to this fight, or who were kind of like in the middle on it because I'm like all the fights leading up to it, they were not good at all, bro. So it was like I wasn't finna go live for those, especially since I wasn't that interested. And you know what I'm saying, I was in the gym, I was getting a workout in. So nonetheless, we're here for the main event. They haven't done the walkout yet, so I'm just waiting for the walkouts. Like I said before, they just announced Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. They did a face-off. Paul 6-0, 4 KOs. Fury's 8-0, 4 KOs. Okay, interesting. Catch weight 185. Not really interested, but I don't know what else is going to be happening in February as far as boxing. That's really that exciting. So I guess we're going to be watching it nonetheless. But salute to the people. Double salute. Hopefully everybody's Saturday's been cool, man. My Saturday's been solid. You know what I'm saying? Started the day off right, got some cleaning going on, you know what I'm saying? Then got a great workout in, so I'm feeling on top of the world, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm back to the crib, about to watch a good fight, hopefully. Hopefully Anthony Yarde shocks the world. I'm telling y'all right now, man. I'm telling y'all right now, I am going to be one of the few, whether it's a bias, whether it's me being a fanboy, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it right now. Yarde's gonna shock the world. Yarde is going to shock the world. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. And if I wasn't the first one to tell you, I'm gonna be the first one to actually hold to what I'm saying throughout the entirety of the fight. I'm telling y'all are gonna win this fight. You guys are gonna be surprised. Beterbiev, he's gonna come out aggressive. I think he's going to come out real aggressive. Um, I think he's going to put a lot of pressure on Yard. But I think what Yard is going to do is Yard's going to come out somewhat conservative. He's going to box, counter punch, try and stay away from the power of Beterbiev. But then there's going to be a certain point when Yard's just going to switch the gears because I think when Yard figures out that he's going to be able to take the power shots from Beterbiev, that's when we're going to start seeing Yard get into his bag. I don't care what nobody says. I think Yard's a better boxer than Beterbiev. Once again, that might be me being biased, a fanboy. You know what I'm saying? I've been following Yard ever since, his first fight. So, yeah, I get it. That might be the fanboy in me, right? But I do believe he's a better fighter. He's the younger fighter, more explosive fighter. But, Beterbiev, he's just an iron. He's a machine. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot for Yard to overcome, but I'm in Yard's corner all the way. Either way, I just hope we get a good fight. I hope it's not a quick one either. I hope it's something that, goes at least 8-10 rounds and it's a war. The only way I'll be okay if it's a quick fight is if Yard knocks out Beterbiev in like the first 2 rounds or something like that. Even then, I still may be a little bit disappointed. I want to see kind of like a dog fight. See me? But we'll see what we end up getting. I'm in your corner, Yard. I'm disappointed, dog. If anything, just give us a show. You know what I'm saying? Go in there, put your all into it, be a warrior, and just go at Beterbiev, man. You faster than him. You know what I'm saying? You box better, use the ring, use your ring generalship. You know what I'm saying? Avoid the power shots and don't let him get you stuck in the corner. You don't have to trade with him. Or do not trade with Beterbiev too early. That's something you don't need to do. Don't let the ego get you. A lot of people remember this, man. It's in the UK too. This is Yard's background. Even though the UK don't really mess with Yard like that, still, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I don't think Beterbiev ever fought in the UK, so that might end up affecting him. That might be something that Beterbiev is gonna have to adjust to, but we'll see. He's fought all over the world, so I don't really think that's gonna be that big of a problem if you want to be 100 with you. So either way, though. Oh, by the way, if y'all come up in here, man, show you boys some love. Hit the like button, of course. Go crazy with the likes. Get me in the algorithm for this. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't part of the family. I don't know why you not go hit the subscribe button, man. Join the family, and then of course, if you guys do come up in here, you got something to say, feel a certain type of way, go ahead, drop it in the comment section. I never mind. Of course, your opinion. I want to know what y'all thinking, especially if you guys are watching the fight. I would be interested to see, how you guys are judging the fight, how y'all seen the fight going, and all that good stuff. So, all that being said, once again, much love, double salute, blessings. Hopefully, your Saturday is going amazing. We here, man. We here. Fluence Lounge side of the game, just chilling, chilling. So they got Bradley and Andre Ward talking. They talk right now on the ESPN side of the game as they wait to prepare for the walkouts. I think the walkouts are scheduled to happen at 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern time. So like within the next like 7 minutes, we should have the walkout start gearing up. Of course, it's going to be Yard first, and then it's going to be good old Beterbiev, man. It's crazy, man. Jake Paul really is um, a star of boxing now, or a rising star in boxing. Who'd have thought? Have we ever seen that before? It's the first time ever we've seen a TV star, YouTube star, whatever the case is, do this transition into boxing and really legitimately really start making headway. It's weird. No amateur career. We've seen guys with no amateur careers have some success in boxing, but they never really are able to get to the top tier without having some type of amateur career. What happens if he loses to Tommy Fury? You know what I'm saying? What happens if he loses and it's not even close? Then what? I'm trying to see what Andre Ward talking about. I'm not gonna get into the X's and O's of this fight. I'm just telling you, he's supposed to find a way. He's got more than Jake Paul in terms of boxing. He's been around it. He has more
resources and that. His brother's Tyson Fury. Does he look like Tyson Fury? Does he look like Tyson? You don't look like Tyson Fury. You ever come a model or something? Listen, all I'm telling you is when you look, he's supposed to find a way to figure this out. That's why you hear Tyson Fury saying, "Bro, if you don't win this fight, we leaving you out there." Look, he playing. That's all I'm saying. If the one that's playing boxing to me in my eyes, and no disrespect to the Furies, I think it's Tommy Fury. I think he playing boxing. I mean, I've watched his performances. I've seen.
I ain't mad at what Timothy Bradley's saying. I kind of agree with him. I'm like, we all trying to make Tommy Fury out to be a real boxer, but I'm like, if this Jake Paul fight never happened, do you really think Tommy Fury would be pursuing boxing seriously? What I mean by that is like trying to make his way to be like a world champion. Like he never really gave off those type of vibes. Like the fights he had leading up, or the fights he had before even Jake Paul was a thing. No one ever looked at Tommy Fury and was like, "Oh, he's finna be the next world champion." He was a dude who did some fights. He had a name, a Fury name, and then he kind of just got popping with the reality shit, and he kind of went that way. I think the only reason we're looking at him as a real boxer now is because he's connected to Jake Paul, and a lot of people want Jake Paul to lose type. But it's like, is Tommy Fury really a real boxer? Like, how good is he really? Yeah, I'm on Timothy Bradley's side. I feel Andre Ward though. Andre Ward kind of salty. He's like he doesn't. You can tell he's not a fan of the whole Jake Paul thing. I'm not mad at it. And he's like he got to find a way because he probably feels like there's going to be a big stain on boxing if Tommy Fury loses. Not just on the Fury family, but if he loses, it's going to be a stain on boxing. But I don't think so because I don't think Tommy Fury is that serious of a boxer. Like Tommy Fury was talking about, I'm not an MMA fighter. You fighting MMA fighters. I'm like, not his last fight, but the fight before that. He was on that Woodley card, the Woodley versus Paul card, and he fought a MMA guy. So I'm like, it's just like, let's not be delusional here. Don't get fooled by the narrative. Tommy Fury probably gonna lose that joint. Probably gonna get knocked out. I really wouldn't be surprised, bro, or knocked out, because I think Silva is a better boxer than Tommy Fury by far. Here we go. They showing Yarde putting the gloves on. Man, Beterbiev, man, is looking limber, looking loose. Come on, Yarde. This is what we've been waiting for. This is us Yarde fans. This is lines in the camp. Lines in the camp. This is your time, dog. I didn't know who was going to be against. I didn't know if he was going to get it. You're going to have to fight Bivol, if it was going to be against Buatsi, if it was going to be against Beterbiev. But finally, you got your shot, Yarde. We here. Don't take it for granted. Come on. Do what you got to do to get this dub. I got complete faith in you, broski. Like, no cap. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait for Yarde to prove him wrong, man. I can't wait. Hey, we got last one in the building. What's good with it, dog? It's been a minute, man. How you been, bro? Hopefully everything's solid on your side of the world, man. Who you rooting for in this one? You got well, not who do you think is gonna win, but who are you rooting for? Who do you want to win? And then who do you think is gonna win? That's why I thought he died. I almost did. Almost did like a month and 6 days ago. I was this close. I escaped that joint. Escaped it. And I'm here. You already know, bro. Well, you know what I'm saying? Fluence Lounge for this year. I'm like, there ain't really been nothing really popping off as far as like um as far as like fights. We had Hector Luis Garcia um versus Javante Davis. That's the only Fluence Lounge I did this year. And then since I had that little incident with the crib, you know what I'm saying? I have not yet found a new house location, or not a new house location, but I haven't found a house yet, for me to buy and move into. So once I'm able to find that, get that sorted out, move in, I'm gonna be back to the original setup. I'm gonna be back to, doing the original videos and stuff like that. But until then, you know what I'm saying? I gotta work with what I got. You feel me? I want Yard to win with everything, but I see Beterbiev under 5 clean. And you think it's gonna be that quick? Man, I'm not. Nah, I'm not. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe Yard will allow Beterbiev to stop him under 5. I think if he does get stopped, it's gonna go at least 8. I think Yard has too much heart to let that happen. That's my personal opinion. Because I'm like, we've seen Beterbiev took it took it into the later rounds, right? With lesser skilled fighters than Yard. So it's like, but you might be right, man. If another fight another day, that's it. Get a drink, man. Facts, bro. Now after this joint is done, man, I'm gonna take me like a little nap, and then I'm going out tonight, man. Get right. Enjoy the day. They trying to say out here because I'm in Memphis. They trying to say it's litty out here. Like that's what the national news and stuff is saying. Don't let them fool you. It's cool out here, man. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, but it's all good, man. I'm like, everything happens for a reason. So we moving up. You know what I'm saying? Minor setback for a greater comeback. You heard me? I'm like, when we is back, you know what I'm saying, with the original equipment up and all that good stuff, it's gonna be wild, man. I got a lot of improvements, you know what I'm saying, for y'all. And I think the thing about Beterbiev too, like I think he's a beast, but as much as I love Joe Smith Jr., I think Joe Smith Jr. was completely out of his league. I think if Yard fought Joe Smith Jr., he would stop Joe Smith Jr. in 6, in my personal opinion. This is going to be a tough fight. As you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a real tough fight. He's knocked everybody out, stopped everybody, whether it was in the beginning of the rounds, whether it was later in the rounds, whether he had a cut. You know what I'm saying? Artur looks like a machine, like the boogeyman. So everything, whenever I was looking at like all the comments and stuff like that, or my bad, I'm watching the fight too, but well, the fight hasn't started, but they showing highlights and stuff like that. But like the thing about Beterbiev is Yard's best chance at getting the W is he's going to have to not only fight smart, but his defense and his counterpunching is going to have to be like so precise. Like this has to be the most crisp boxing he's ever done. He can't make mistakes. Because as soon as he makes a mistake, that might be the end. Because I'm like, regardless of what people want to say about Kovalev, because oh yeah, that's right, that's what I was saying. Like, I was going into a lot of like YouTube videos and stuff. People, talking about Beterbiev versus Yard, and like the lead ups and the press conferences and the face offs, and then just the comments all are just saying Yard's gonna get destroyed. Simple as that. So I'm like, I'm like, anyways, my bad. I keep getting distracted by this goddamn by the highlights and the videos. They about to do the walkouts too, I think, by the way. But I'm like, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, when I was looking at like the comments, like for the weigh-ins and stuff like that, they're like, Yard's gonna get destroyed. Yard don't have a chance. He gonna get mauled. Oh, if Sergey Kovalev can knock him out with a jab, and just think about what Beterbiev will do. And it's like, I feel like a lot of people are saying that, but it's like, in my personal opinion, it's almost like one, they didn't watch the fight. Two, it's almost like they don't remember how that fight happened and the level Kovalev was at that point. Like Kovalev was just now creeping out of his prime for the most part. I'm like, Kovalev still had a hell of a had a hell of a right hand. He still had power. Also remember it was in Russia. in his hometown. So, what I'm saying? People discredit Kovalev a lot for some reason because of just how his career ended up ending. But I'm like, that was for Yard to take that fight when he did against Kovalev in Russia. Like everything was stacked against him. And remember, he almost stopped Kovalev, but people just forget. Like people now, they want to act like they don't remember anything. They just want to be like, oh, well, he tried to empty the tank on him. He only did that because his coach told him to. If his coach never told him that, I think Yard could have won that fight because he didn't even get knocked out with the jab. Like it was more so he got uh like yeah, he got stopped from a jab, but it was more so from exhaustion. Like he gave his all earlier. Yard has to eventually stand toe to toe. I think at some points he'll have to stand toe to toe, but I think he needs to be smart when he decided to do it. He doesn't. I think it would be in his best interest to do that later in the fight if he can get that far. He can't fight at range. He won't win. He won't win fighting at range. But what he can do is he can gauge, exactly how much damage or how much power can he take from Beterbiev. So I'm not saying fight that way the entire time. I'm saying in the beginning rounds, 1 through probably 4, you want to gauge, okay, can I take, like, how long can I stand in the pocket and take certain shots from Beterbiev? Like, you don't want to come out right away like Joe Smith Jr. did and be like, let's bang it out, and then ends up having the same outcome. He's going to have to lay it out. And I think that would be a recipe for disaster if you do that. I'm like, you saw what happened to Joe Smith Jr. Co-fight Yard could have won easily, easily. That was just that. That's why he ended up adding a trainer. That's why Tunde Ajayi went to the head guy to the backup because he can allow something like that happen again. By the way, the walkouts are starting. If it was anyone else, I'd be giving Yard more of a shot. This man is just crazy. Yard is from down the road from me. I want him to win, but Beterbiev is a killer. Yeah, I cannot say that later for sure yet. Now I understand it's hard to go against Beterbiev right now. He's another level, man. He's another level. Even though I do think Dimitri Bivol, I think he's the best light heavyweight. I do. I think he's better than Artur. But regardless, I'm sticking to my pick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going against it. Yard all day. I got Yard being the first man ever to stop Artur Beterbiev. 10th round TKO from Yard. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds unlikely. Sounds damn near delusional. That's what I'm going with. I don't care. Yeah, I know. I see. Lost one. See, lost one on OG. I'm like, a lot of people, like a lot of the new people who be coming on the channel and stuff, and I be talking about like Bivol and Yard. They be thinking I'm like new to them, and I'm like, man, y'all don't understand. I was talking about the light heavyweight, the future of the light heavyweight division, like 4 years ago, back when Bivol was on his way up, Yard was on his way up. I remember Buatsi was on his way up. Unfortunately, Buatsi fell off. I was talking about Tabiti. I talked about Beterbiev a little bit, but I didn't talk about him too much because, in my opinion, I just didn't put him in that same like realm as like Bivol, Yard, Buatsi, and that's just because he was older. So it was like I didn't really see him in that same light. But you know, regardless, here he is. Facts. I thought Bivol was a beast. Like me personally, like Yard was always my favorite, but I always thought Bivol was the most talented. And honestly, I kind of always knew Buatsi was going to be the one of all of those three that was going to fall off. Like I knew Buatsi wasn't that good. Oh, okay. So Beterbiev he just turned 38. So I'm like, when is Father Time you think ever going to catch up to him? The thing a lot of people don't want to talk about. He's not young, in no means for boxing, especially at light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? 18 fights at 38 years old. Yes, granted, they're KOs and he doesn't take much damage. At some point, he's going to slow down. So I think that's one thing a lot of people aren't talking about too when it comes to Archer. He ain't no spring chicken. So we go Artur Beterbiev. He's making his way into the ring. looks ready to go. But to be honest with you, I don't think age is wait, that's the thing though too with boxing. It's like he's like he does only have 18 fights, so he doesn't have a lot of wear and tear. Even though he was in the Olympics, had a pretty extensive amateur career. Here we go, y'all. We here. We here. This is the fight. This is what I've been waiting for. One of the bigger fights of this year, right? I put this in the same category as what's soon to be coming Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. That's really the only like official big fight that we have right now. But there's a lot of speculation with all these other fights, happening. Supposedly Spence versus Thurman happening in March or April or something like that. Oh yeah, March or yeah, I think it was March. No, April. Tank versus Ryan Garcia supposedly. Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz supposedly. That's really it. Everything else is up in the air if y'all want to be honest. Oh, I guess in February we do have Tim Tszyu versus Tony Harrison. That's a pretty good fight. It's supposed to be against Jamel, but Jamel got injured. But I'm not mad at Tony Harrison versus Tim Tszyu. That's a good time. If Yard wins, it would be madness. Yo, if Yard wins, think about this. This would be my question. If Yard wins, obviously Dmitry Bivol, he's not really in question. Even if Beterbiev wins, Bivol right now is kind of out of the question, depending on if Bivol wants to possibly risk the Canelo fight. Because we know Canelo's going to come back and fight John Ryder, and he's going to look for the Bivol fight. My question is Bivol going to wait that long just for the Canelo fight, or will he take a fight before that Canelo fight? I think he would be willing to do that if Yard beats Beterbiev, but I think if Beterbiev beats Yard, I don't see Bivol taking that fight, not because he's scared or anything, but it just doesn't really make much sense. Like, if you can beat Canelo and then you can make the Beterbiev versus Bivol fight, that's a way bigger fight than having that fight happen before Bivol fighting Canelo again and possibly beating him 2 times. Let's go. They announcing Yard, boy. Resides Hackney, England. Born Lifford, England. #1 light heavyweight contender. Number 8 ranked light heavyweight ESPN.com. Former WBO European light heavyweight champion, baby. We here. The Beterbiev loses, there is more chances of Canelo fighting him. Man, that will be interesting. I just don't think Canelo's going to take that chance just because he already lost to Bivol and he didn't expect that. So he kind of, there we go. They announced the man, the myth, the legend. Born in Russia, resides in Montreal, Canada. Unified light heavyweight champion, number 8 pound for pound boxer, according to ESPN. 7-0, 7 KOs in all of his title fights. By the way, a lot of people don't know he trains with GSP, George St. Pierre, a lot on a regular basis. We here, y'all. It's time. The fight we've been waiting for. I got Yard all day. Come on, Yard. Pull this one through. Oh, Beterbiev. That's an interesting one. I've been saying Beterbiev, but it's Beterbiev. Learn something new every day. Here we go, y'all. Fight about to start. All right. No more waiting, no more delaying. Yeah, I found that out. I was watching, one of the upcoming, when they do the little promotional videos, and it was on BT Sports, and he was talking about it. He trained. When he moved up to Canada, he started training with GSP maybe like 5-6 years ago, and they've been training with each other ever since. I was like, dang, ain't that a coincidence? No wonder he's so great. Vice versa. Here we go. Round 1. Let's go, Yard. Don't be over aggressive. I appreciate that, bro. He's gonna have to box. Yard's gonna have to box. I think he can outbox Beterbiev. Now I'm all over the place with his name because I learned how to really say it, and I'm like, wait, how do you say it? Get out of that corner, Yard. Don't be in the corner. Yeah, Zen solid, bro. Zen solid, man. Get out of that corner. You cannot let Beterbiev back you into that corner. You want to be constantly moving on your feet. You want to constantly be circling. That's the one thing though about Yard though. Yard's never been a guy who used his feet to circle. He is a guy that would stand in front of you and kind of take his time to counterpunch. Good counterpunch from Yard. Yeah, Zen good though. There we go, Yard. You got to be aggressive, bro. Don't let him trap you against the ropes. Just don't like one thing that I don't. Oh, nice counter left hook right there. One thing I don't like that I'm seeing from Yard though is a little bit too much straight back, straight forward. He needs to do a little bit more angles when it comes to getting out of the way to counter. I'm like, if you're gonna use that check left hook as a counter, make sure you circle. I know you're baiting him, but don't bait him too much to the point where you get caught and you get stuck, and then Artur is able to do what he needs to do and let his hands go. Yeah, that corner. Nice left hook, Yard, beautiful. But what I said, guys, I said 10th round KO. Don't get too cocky, Yard. Stay calm. Don't leave yourself open. Don't leave yourself with an open knee. All right, I got you, bro. Be careful. Yard's doing good work now. Oh, that was a nice little left hook, right hand over the top right there from Beterbiev. Nice. Oh, that was a nasty body shot from Beterbiev. That one hurt. Get out of there, Yard. Nice defense right there. Don't get caught against the ropes. And keep pumping your jab out, bro. You already need to keep using your jab. Pump the jab out. The thing that's scaring me just a little bit, what I'm not liking, is Artur will back up Yard to a point where he kind of gets stuck against either the corner or the ropes. But I also see Yard kind of doing it as a baiting maneuver where, Artur will get close enough where he feels like he can let that, nasty body shot go or that right hand go. And Yard is throwing that check left hook and he's circling out. So it's a smart play from Yard. It's just risky, especially as the rounds go on. And if some body shots do connect, if Yard does get tired, I'm saying, how effective will that be? All right, so the first round, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it was a close round. I thought Yard looked great. You can tell Beterbiev was a little bit surprised by the boxing skill of Yard. I'm going to give that first round slightly to Yard. I thought Yard landed the better punches. I thought he landed a little bit more, but I do think there were some shots that Beterbiev landed on Yard that you can tell they hurt a lot more than what they hurt Yard a lot more than anything Yard landed on Beterbiev. So the power's there. It's obvious. You can tell the power, the power advantage is definitely in Beterbiev's side. The speed advantage is on Yard's side. The counterpunching is on Yard's side. Like I said, and I still stand by it, Yard has shown he is a better boxer than Beterbiev. But there's just something about that man Beterbiev just continuing to press forward. It's like in the back of your mind, you think, at some point he's going to be able to push him up against that corner and let his hands go or let the right shot go off that might just drop Yard in a nasty way. So 10 punches landed for Beterbiev out of 27, 9 out of 38 for Yard in that first round. But I still, me personally, I thought Yard boxed well, but they might give it to Beterbiev just because he was pushing forward the whole time. Oh, nice body shot from Yard. It's not a body shot, but very dangerous. Can't rely. It is very dangerous. That's why I'm like, it's a good game plan where if you want to, the left hook is one of Yard's best features, but you don't want to keep doing that, especially if Beterbiev. Oh, okay, Beterbiev's starting to land. He's starting to pick up on some things in the second round. Yard's gonna have to get up out of there, man. Well, they got Tunde Ajayi as in the backup seat as a coach right now. So I don't, as long as he doesn't try to overplay or overstep his boundary, he should be good. That jumping, leaping left hook, Yard's gonna have to use that a little bit more. So I'll say this: the judges are probably going to give Beterbiev that first round, even though I feel like Yarde should have got that one slightly, but it was close. So far, the second round is kind of coming out, making out to be the same thing. Yarde is baiting Beterbiev in a sense by allowing him to get close enough, or maybe he can let his left hook go, that check left hook go, in time where he can circle out before. Ooh, big right hand from Beterbiev. That one looked like it hurt. Yarde's gonna have to get out of that corner. Oh, they're throwing now. Oh no, this is what you don't need to do, Yarde. You don't need to get into the pocket too much. Get out of there. Oh, big uppercut right there from Beterbiev. Oh, they're throwing now. They throwing. Get out of there. Oh, a couple of big jabs from Beterbiev. Get out of there, Yarde. Come on, man. Yarde got to use his feet more, man. So those are some big shots Beterbiev was able to land. Big shots. Oh, nice uppercut from Yarde. This is competitive. This is a competitive fight. Probably a lot more competitive than a lot of people thought. People don't need to be underestimating Yarde, man. I told him. Yarde just got to be careful, man. Don't need to get into a firefight. That's not necessary. Huh, that's interesting. Beterbiev reset. That's the first time I've seen Beterbiev reset in that way and not just continue to come forward. I wonder what that means. Is he respecting Yarde's power a little bit? Right now, I am leaning toward Beterbiev. Ooh, that's a big jab. Those power jabs from Artur are landing every time on Yarde. Oh, nice right hand over the top from Yarde. Left hook to follow, jab to the body from Yarde as well. Beautiful combination. Oh, good jab right there from Beterbiev. Followed that after a cut. Nice jab back from Yarde. Yarde is boxing right now, man. I'm going to give it to him. Yarde is boxing. But Beterbiev, like every single shot that Beterbiev is throwing, is just so much power behind it. It didn't hurt him. It didn't hurt him, but Beterbiev felt it. So that's another close round. You know, I think the judges are going to give that one to Artur. I would give that round to Artur too. It was close, man. It was close, but Yarde was boxing, man. He was looking good. Nice counter punching from Yarde. Every time I got to give Yarde this. Every time he gets hit, that boy hits back. He comes with a counter. It's nice. And the movement, the movement from Yarde and his defense is really showcasing. I'm like, his defense is holding up, but that jab is landing every time from Beterbiev. That power jab is nasty. So I think they're gonna probably edge that one to Beterbiev. I personally think it's 1-1 right now, and I think you can you can kind of switch how you feel about it. Some people can give Beterbiev the first round, and some people give Yarde the second round. Some people can give Yarde the first round. Some people can give Beterbiev the first round. Beterbiev the second round. So it's a close fight, man. It's a very, very close fight. 14 of 31 landed from Beterbiev. 16 of 45 landed of Yarde. We're going into the third round. Get out of that corner. Yarde has to get out of that corner. He's gonna have to let his hands go to do it. Nice double jab with a hook over. Oh, okay. I think Beterbiev's getting a little bit frustrated. Kind of just swung right there, letting his hands go, going to the body. Triple jab landed from Beterbiev, though. It looked good. Yarde dropped his Yarde dropped his mouthpiece out of a triple jab from Beterbiev. So that kind of shows either how hard Beterbiev is hitting, or that was just an accidental mistake. Those jabs is nasty, but I can look in Yarde's face, like you can tell, a little surprised by the power from Beterbiev. Like Yarde's gonna have to stop backing straight. Like he has to use more angles. Angle. He's going too much in straight lines. Forward, back, forward, back. You got to angle out sometimes. Move your feet. So he keeps putting himself in a place where he's backing up. But like I said, he's backing straight into that corner, and Beterbiev is starting to catch on. Yeah. That's what the announcer just said. He's breaking down a little bit. The jab of Beterbiev is I think is the key right now. The jab is not only landing every time, but it's powerful, and you can see it's throwing off the rhythm of Yarde. So right now, Beterbiev he's starting to get his rhythm. This is not a good look right now for Yarde. Yeah, that's a good point too from the announcer. Like Yarde in the first two rounds, the feints, the movement, he was doing a good job throwing Beterbiev off. Now though, he needs to relax. He's not relaxed. You can tell he's a little bit nervous, and it's allowing him to not be able to react the way he needs to react because he's getting hit with shots I feel like he shouldn't get hit with. Good work. Yard, you gotta relax, bro. Beterbiev right now, though, he's getting the better of Yard in this third round. Good work, Yard. There we go. Body shots. Come on. Relax. Nice, nice work. The jabs from Beterbiev are landing every time, though. This is a hell of a fight. Oh, good counter jab right there from Beterbiev. Nice triple jab though from Yard right back. Nice. Use the jab. That's what fight, but that fight behind that jab is working for you, Yard. Nice right hand over the top from Beterbiev. Come on. Now Yard's starting to figure out the jab from Beterbiev. He's starting to not allow it to land as much. Don't be careful with that leaping left hook, man. You got to make sure it's a counter. Keep the hands up. Keep the hands up. By the way, if you're up in here, show some love. Hit the like button. Good jab work from Yard. Good job, Yard. All right, Yard just settled down a little bit in this third round. The beginning of the third round, it seemed like he was just a little bit out of his element, but he's definitely settled down. He's relaxed. He's boxing now. Oh, that was a big check left hook from Artur. I think he hurt him. Yeah, that's another one. So I got it 2 rounds to 1. Beterbiev. I do. You can tell, man, that boy Artur, man, the power that he possesses is just different, bro. You can tell every shot he lands on Yard, Yard feels it, man. The thing is, though, Yard, his speed is his benefit, but he needs to relax. He needs to let his combinations go a little bit more smoothly. It just seems like, Yard is fighting just a little bit nervous. He needs to relax. Get out of the corner, Yard. Get out of the corner. He's already like what I said in the beginning of the fight. I said, "Oh no, Artur better. Oh no, this is not looking good right now. It's not looking good for us Yard fans right now." Beterbiev is starting to put. Oh no! Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him. He hurt him. He hurt Yard. Oh no! You got to get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh no! I think last one got it. He said under 6. I think he's about to stop Yard. Yard's gonna have to get out of there, man. Yard, you got to get about the ropes. You got to use that jab. You got to use that jab. You got to push him back. Come on, man. You got to play the range, at least right now. But the thing is that Yard was kind of been what was his downfall right now. He's always been a great counter puncher. He has a great jab, but his feet, he doesn't have great feet. He doesn't have great movement. He does not have great movement. He moves forward, he moves back, he moves in straight lines, left, right. He moves like a think like a PlayStation controller when you're using the directional pad. It's up, down, left, right. He never goes in angles. And against a fighter like Beterbiev, you have to utilize angles. You have to make him cut you off. And he's making it easy on Beterbiev because Beterbiev does not have to cut off Yard at any point. He just stays right in front of him because that's what Yard is allowing him to do. So far, Yard was able to survive that little, that little output from Beterbiev. Oh, I think Yard might have hurt Beterbiev. Oh, Yard hurt Beterbiev. Oh, Yard hurt Beterbiev. Oh, big shots though back from Beterbiev. Oh, Beterbiev hurt Yard back. Oh man, this is crazy. This is a crazy fight. This is a crazy fight. I'm pretty sure Yard hurt Beterbiev back, and then Yard got a little bit too reckless, and he got hit with a big shot. So they both can hurt each other. This is a fight, y'all. We got to fight. We got ourselves a fight. Yard is showing to be a lot tougher than a lot of people. Yard is shown to be a lot tougher than what people are saying. Oh, beautiful counter uppercut from Yard. We going crazy with it. Let's go with it, Juan. Salute to you, bro. Uh-oh. It's the first time ever I see Beterbiev now backing up. Yarde is pushing back Beterbiev. Now Beterbiev the counter puncher. Oh, big shots from Beterbiev. Okay, what a round. That was a round. Now, I think they're probably going to give that one to Artur. I think Artur is up 3 rounds to 1. But I'm going to tell you this right now. There's a lot more wear and tear on Artur Beterbiev's face than Anthony Yarde. Looks like Yarde really has some power, boy. He only does have some power. He has a chin. Like what Yarde has to do, he has to take confidence from that. That right hand, the left hook on Beterbiev hurt him. Then again, though, Yarde, that right eye, boy, that right eye looks like it's only the 5th round. Looks like he might close shut if he keeps getting hit with those type of shots. This is crazy. This is a great fight. I don't care what happens. Whoever loses, whatever, man. They both winners in this. 3 rounds to 1. But if Yarde came back, the dog ain't down. Exactly. Right away, Yarde comes back out. 5th round. Yarde got to use that jab, man. He's gonna throw it. He's gonna have to throw it in the unpredictable. Punches landed through the rounds 10-9, Beterbiev 12-13, 13-12 Yarde, 16-10 in the 3rd round for Yarde. Excuse me, for Beterbiev, and then 26-14. 64 landed total, 46 for Yarde, 64 for Beterbiev. Another shot where Yarde dropped his mouthpiece. I mean, those are some big shots. Come on, Yarde. You come on, man. The announcer is saying tired. I don't think he's tired. I don't see that. Nice little left hook right hand from Yarde. Stop it. If Yarde didn't just, why do you got to stand right in front of him? You feel me? I'm like, if there was moments where he would just angle out, if he could angle out, oh, that's a big left hook from Beterbiev. Oh, nice 1-2 though, back from Yarde. Don't be reckless when you coming in, Yarde. When he gets a little bit too reckless, he gets countered. You got to be calculated. Use your jab. See, he's getting countered. See, and this is what I give Beterbiev. Like, he'll fight in straight lines, but then when he gets in trouble or he gets hurt, he starts using angles. He has that in his game plan. He has that in his toolbox. Yarde does not. He relies solely on his defense when he's hurt. And your defense can't just be head movement, catching punches, slipping punches. Your feet have to be part of it as well, especially when you're going to get such a power puncher like Beterbiev. Yarde's still going though. Let's go with a pound for pound king. No, I don't think he ducked nobody. I was just putting it in the title, just in case, like in the case like this was a quick fight, and I want to talk some boxing. That could be something I could talk about. But as of right now, this looks like Yarde is standing the test of time. Oh, get out of there! Nice check left hook from Yarde. Yarde can't waste energy. It's going to be a long fight either way, and he's doing a good job. Not. I think he hurt Beterbiev. I think Yarde hurt Beterbiev. Let's go. Oh, he has Beterbiev. Beterbiev he's running. But Beterbiev doing a good job of boxing right now. He's showing to be the better boxer than Yarde. Using the feet. There you go. Let's go, Yarde. Work. Yarde is working right now. It's just he can't work too hard, like you said, last one. You can't work too hard. You can't waste the energy. There we go. Yarde is pushing the pace. Let's go. Oh, those are big shots from Beterbiev with big shots on Yarde. Oh my God. Oh my God. This fight is crazy. This fight is crazy, y'all. I would have gave Yard that round if it wasn't for the ending flush from Beterbiev. I thought Yard was winning that round. So it should be 3-2, but they might give it to Beterbiev because of the last little flurry from him at the end, because those shots was landing. Uppercut. Oh, big shots. But some of those missed. I'm gonna give Yard that last round, man. I got it 3-2. I'm not just gonna allow that ending flush to be enough. Oh, we got a cut. Cut under Yard's right eye. It's not big, but it can get worse. Yard did do damage. Uh-oh. But let's see. Let's see. I'm like, this is where this is the sixth round. Let's see. Let's see what Yard got in him. Blood streaming down Yard's right eye right now. There you go. Use your feet now, Yard. Use your feet. Right now, Beterbiev is still, he's relaxed. He's not pressed. You can tell, yeah, the blood is bothering Yard. He keeps wiping away at his eye. Great fight, man. Yard is right now proving a lot of people wrong. I'm not saying he's winning, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't even give him this much of a chance. I told y'all, man, Yard is a dog. Now, my prediction obviously could easily be wrong. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Yard fan to the day I die, so I never would pick Yard to lose. But I'm just happy he's proven a lot of the Yard haters wrong, where they said he was gonna get blasted out and he wasn't tough enough for the fight and he was in over his head. This man Yard, he deserves all the respect right now because he's giving Artur Beterbiev everything he can ask for and more. I'm just hoping he can keep this up. You know what I'm saying? We still got 7 rounds left. Great double jab there from Yard. Great jab and then uppercut to the body from Yard. Yard got some beautiful. I love the angles of his punches. If only the angles of his punches would match with the angles of his footwork. What I mean by that is he would use more angles with his feet and then throw those same angles, you know, the way he's throwing the punches. Nice jab there from Yard. Oh, Beterbiev, he has a cut. Beterbiev has a cut now. Yard had, yeah, like I said, I got a 3-2. Some might have it 4-1. I got a 3-2. That's me personally. That's right. A lot of people, you know, the announcers, they just reminded me. A lot of people forgot. You know, Beterbiev went 11 rounds with Marcus Brown, and I think Yard's a better fighter than Marcus Brown. Good work from Yard. I'm I won't even lie to you, man. I think it's hard. I don't know if I'm doing this to kind of give Yard a chance, but I think I got it. I think I got it 3-3 now. Where, you know, with possibly the announcers, they could have it 5-1 for Turbo. I got a 3-3. Total punches, 79 landed to the body, 101, 270 thrown. Power punches, 124, 144, 56 landed for Beterbiev, 52 for Yard. It's close, y'all. This fight is close. Yeah, Beterbiev got cut too. That's what I'm saying, man. I got a 3-3. I got it tied up. I'm like, if you look at the statistics, if you look at how it's going round by round, it's a close fight. It is a close fight. Oh, beautiful. That check left hook is landing. That check left hook is landing for Yard. Beautiful body shot from Yard. Another body shot from Yard. Yard's coming out aggressive this fight. I love it. Beterbiev is easy responding though with the uppercut and right hand over the top. Couple jabs from Yarde, right hand right after. This is the most though I've ever seen Beterbiev not push his opponent back. Usually, Beterbiev is always coming forward, always coming forward. This is the most I've seen Beterbiev box on his back foot. It's interesting. He's back. Oh, okay. I don't know, man. This is it, man. Every time I think like Beterbiev is hurt because he's pressing against the ropes. That's what last one said. Fight in London, it's UK. So it's Yarde's backyard. That's funny. It's Yarde's backyard. But yeah. By the way, though, in case anyone doesn't know who hasn't followed Yarde like that, the UK actually they weren't behind Yarde for a very long time. This is actually the first time I've actually seen the UK behind Yarde like they are. Because when he fought Lyndon Arthur, they did not want him to win. So it is Yarde's backyard, but this is the first time really I've really seen the UK fans in majority really rock with him. Yarde's picking it up. Yarde's growing stronger. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think Beterbiev's hurt. Yarde's coming out strong. Keep working, Yarde. Keep working, boy. Keep working. You're doing good work. Yarde's counter punching are a lot more. It's a lot more cleaner. Oh, left hook, right hand from Yarde. I think he hurt him. Get out of the ropes, though. Oh no, Yarde, you got to get out of the corner. Do not let Beterbiev get you stuck in the corner. Get out of there. There we go. Get out of there. There you go. Good work back, Yarde. This is a hell of a fight, y'all. Nah, it ain't slowed down. It's going crazy right now. It's going crazy. I just can't keep up with everything going on. Oh no, big left hook from Beterbiev. Come on, Yarde. This is the thing. It's like it's crazy because what will be happening is Yarde will be coming on strong in the beginning of the fight, and like the majority of like the last 3 rounds, he comes on strong, and then he gets caught against the ropes, and he allows Beterbiev to just go off, and that's what he wants to do. If Yarde was able to avoid just getting caught in the corner of those ropes, he would be winning these last 3-4 rounds easily. But it's like those last little moments, it's like I don't know where the judges are gonna sway. So I'm like, I kind of think Yarde's up 4-3 right now, but they can easily have him losing these rounds as well. Like, if you want me to be honest with you, like I'm pretty sure I'm almost positive the judges have the Beterbiev up probably by a couple rounds. I have Yarde up by 1 round. I got a 4-3, eighth round. Here we go. This is where we're gonna find out where champions are made right here. Let's see if Yarde's gonna be able to go into these champion rounds and do what he got to do. Y'all really is showing this stuff though. Anybody who didn't believe in Yarde, anybody who had a lot of things to say about Yarde, man, I just hope they take back everything they said. So right now, beginning of the 8th round, slowed down a little bit. Not as much action, which is a good thing for Yarde. Like Lost One said, exchanging jabs. Nice little jab landed from Beterbiev, but Yarde countered with the pull counter. I would like for Yarde sometimes, yeah, to go to the body with the jab. Don't always go to the face with the jab. Poke up, poke down, and then come over the top with the right. I feel like that's there all day, and he just hasn't really been doing it. The jab's been landing beautifully for Artur himself. Yeah, like every time Artur throws his jab, it's just nasty. You can tell it affects him. Yard is more so of a I'm setting up. Oh, he hurt Yard. Oh no, Yard got dropped. Yard got hit with the big right hand over the top, and then he got dropped. It looked like he got a concussion too, the way he held his hand. Oh no, I think it's gonna be over, y'all. I think this is it. I think it's I think it's gonna be over. Oh, Tunde Ajayi called it. Tunde Ajayi called it. That's it, y'all. I said y'all would go at least to the 10th round, y'all. We went to the ninth. That was a big shot. For once, for once, Tunde he did the right thing, man. Tunde he did the right thing. That like the when the first knockdown, the way when Yard went down, he grabbed his head, almost like he got concussed right away. Damn, fight was amazing. Hope a lot of people take back how they, what they were saying about Yard. That was a hell of a fight, man. Seeing this fight though, man, I'm pretty convinced. I think Bivol beats Beterbiev, man. I think Bivol beats Beterbiev. I think Bivol is the best light heavyweight, man. That was a good stoppage though. That was one of the rare times. Nah, man, no. I think that was one of the rare times where coach throwing in that towel. Tunde and he like Tunde he found Yard homeless. He knows that, man. I think that was one of the rare times that the corner, beautiful corner work. Things come full circle, man. I remember when he basically Tunde Ajayi lost the fight for Yard when he fought Kovalev by giving him the wrong information and saying let it all out, and he got a lot of flack for that. Ajayi did, but coming full circle with this fight, I thought that was the you know, perfect work from the corner by throwing in that towel. Because when Yard got dropped, he grabbed his head. So that was right away showing he got concussed. So when he got back up, he didn't know where he was. It would have been worse. Like watch that. Like if you guys watch, if you guys see it when he got dropped and he fell, if you see how he grabbed his head, so that was beautiful. Respect to Tunji Ajayi for that one. That wasn't an early stoppage. He was concussed. And it would have been worse. He would have had some severe damage. Would have went on. Hell of a fight from Yard, though. I got number respect for Yard. Number respect for Beterbiev. He is who he is, but ball is coming. Ball is coming. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, Yard is just he's such a tough guy. He's not gonna quit or anything like that. He's not gonna say he wants out. So I think Tunde Ajayi did a great job throwing in that towel before it would have been a lot worse. Because what happened was the shot that came was a right hand, hit him right here. Boop. And then when Yard went down and hit his knee, grabbed his head quick, and then so I was like as soon as I saw that, I was surprised that Yard got up from that first knockdown. I didn't think he would get up from that knockdown. See, this is the question though. When do they make this fight though, right? Because I think the only thing that's holding it up is that Canelo fight. Is this fight bigger? Is Bivol versus Beterbiev bigger if they try to make this next, or is that fight bigger if they allow Canelo to fight Bivol again? Bivol beats Canelo for a second time, and then they make it for sometime late this year, or well, it'll probably be next year. because Canelo's probably not going to be ready to fight Bivol until late this year. He's going to be fighting John Ryder. Man, that was a hell of a fight. Let y'all hear this.
The red corner signaled our referee Steve Gray to stop the contest. Therefore, you winner by way of technical knockout. And still, WBO, WBC, and IBF unified light heavyweight champion of the world, Artur Beterbiev.
Hell of a fight right there, y'all. That's almost fight of the year. I'd rather see Bivol, but Canelo will make more money, so the bid may go with that. I would rather see Bivol versus Beterbiev as well. The only problem is, like, we're hardcore boxing fans. When you think about casuals, like, how many people, as far as casual fans, you think watch this fight? So it's like if you want to talk about not only how much money Bivol will make, but how much money boxing can make, period, if they allow Bivol to become a bigger star by fighting Canelo again and beating him, and then let Beterbiev probably fight one, because Beterbiev first time fighting in the UK, put on a great performance. Now he has UK presence, right? Bivol versus Canelo 2 will probably happen in the UK as well. So I'm like, they can potentially, if Bivol beats Canelo, they can set that fight to happen in the UK and make tons of money, right? And it would be a lot more money than if they tried to make Beterbiev versus Bivol before another Canelo fight. So let's see what Yarde says real quick.
Where he doesn't want to engage in certain spots, but
maybe it was showing. It was they showed him interviewing him, but I guess it wasn't going to actually. Man, that was a hell of a fight, man. I really thought Yarde had a chance at some points, man. It looked like he hurt, Beterbiev a couple times. I just felt like Yarde came in just a little bit too sloppy and allowed himself to be countered too easily by him trying to go for the finish. I also think one of the things that was kind of, what made it hard for him too, like I said earlier, he wasn't utilizing any angles. And it was interesting at one point where Beterbiev, he changed his game plan from being the enforcer to kind of being the boxer, but it was smart because it made Yarde have to utilize more energy because Yarde wasn't cutting off the ring. And that's the difference between going straight back, side to side, rather than being like straight angle, circle, circle. You have to cut off the ring, you have to chase me, and that allows me to have easier openings for me to counterpunch. So, man, I was wrong. Yarde is not a better boxer than Beterbiev. It's just Beterbiev brings out the tools and brings out certain tools out of his box depending on what project he's working on. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. People watch Canelo just for Canelo. Bill would be smart just to take that for the cash if he beats him again. Yep. He'll get the cash, and if he beats him again, he'll become a bigger star, and then that'll make him versus Beterbiev even a bigger fight than it would it be right now. Because the thing about the last Canelo fight is, even though he did become, a little bit more known from that, unfortunately, Canelo had the Triple G fight, and it's kind of everyone's, back of their head and the back of their memory. If Bivol could beat Canelo, and then right after they scheduled the Beterbiev fight, that would be huge. This is Artur Beterbiev, yo.
But I can say I did a very bad fight. But if I do again, I want to do better. But I feel good because I'm fit and I do relax.
The damage to both of your faces says a lot. Was he tougher than you expected? How much respect do you now have for his power?
Every boxer is this category. Everyone I think can punch out. And Anthony did too. I hope Anthony is 28 now.
31.
31. I see that someone else 28. But he's young. I just turned from professional when I was 28. And he has time, I think so. And I hope he doing well in future.
He did hit you a fair few times, uppercuts, left hooks, but every time you seem to come back and have him against the ropes. Describe to me what you went through, and were you ever in any trouble?
You know, if be honest, every punch like he did, we all those punches or all those punches we prepare. That's why I again come back because we know we expect for that punches. You know, that's why I think so.
Okay. And I know you said you don't care so much about your record, but 19 wins, 19 KOs. How good does it feel to continue it?
I hope I will be one day good puncher. Yeah.
Well, let's look to the next fight because there is a potential very big fight waiting for you. Can you tell us what you are looking for next?
I'm looking for next job.
Dmitry Bivol, I'll put it to you. The undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world. Is that the fight you want next?
I think this job more pleasant than another one. No, I mean I want Bivol.
A legacy fight, though. How much would it mean to you, and when and where would you want it?
This right now is like everything. Like in this fight we have 4 belts. Is that it's a really good fight. I think so.
Excellent. And do you think it's a 50-50 fight, or are there reasons you think that you will become the undisputed champion of the world?
We don't know that. Because,
are you better than Bivol?
We know that only after fight.
All right. Well, listen, we have so enjoyed hosting you here in the UK.
There y'all have it right there. Beterbiev himself called out Bivol in his own little nice way. He said that's the fight he wants. Unfortunately, I just feel like the fight's just not big enough just yet. I just don't think it's big enough just yet. And also, you got to remember too, Bivol right now, he's kind of in the hands of Eddie Hearn. So I think Eddie Hearn, his sole purpose right now is to try to get that fight with Canelo. But I do think about it this way. I know she was pressing him like crazy. I was like, yo, he just wanted to kind of just be like, hey, yo, thank God. Thank you for the fight. Let's move on. She was like, Bivol, that's who you want, right? Would you beat him? You're better than him? Tell me. It's like, dang, yo, chill, yo. Or he got to fight you. But we do have to think about this, though. Eddie Hearn has, somewhat control over Bivol's future. So what if in Eddie Hearn's mind, he's like, well, I think Bivol can beat Artur Beterbiev. He gets all the belts now. All of a sudden, Bivol is undisputed. And then we make Canelo versus Bivol undisputed light heavyweight. And there's a chance Canelo could win and get, you know what I'm saying? So that would be more money in his own pocket. So there is that too. I didn't think about that either. So maybe we might actually see Bivol versus Beterbiev if, Eddie Hearn feels confident enough Bivol to win, become undisputed. And then, what do we have next? We got Bivol versus Canelo for the undisputed at light heavyweight. That's a lot of money for Eddie Hearn in the zone. And guys, do remember, Joe Smith Jr. did fight Bivol, didn't get stopped, but got dominated. But he did get, absolutely stopped in the first or second round by Beterbiev. Bivol is coming off that win against Zerto Ramirez. I don't know. It'll be an interesting fight. I think Bivol's style would be something that would benefit him a lot against Beterbiev because he would keep Beterbiev on the outside of all of his punches or at the end of all of his punches, which would make it hard for Beterbiev to come in. But I would say Beterbiev has that power, boy. Yeah, Eddie chases the money, so he might do that. But I say this, Beterbiev has the power, I think, to hurt anybody. Anybody. I do believe that. Yeah, that seems most likely. Canelo versus Bivol in the Beterbiev fight. That does seem most likely. I won't lie though, that was a great fight. You guys look at the records: Beterbiev 19-0, 19 KOs. Bivol 21-0, 11 KOs. So we all know Bivol doesn't have as much power, but he's more of a boxer. He's more of a rhythm guy. Stand behind the jab, stand on the outside. Doesn't really take too much chances. Bivol never fights on the inside. Never. Beterbiev thrives on getting on the inside. Like where most of the damage was done against most of his opponents, and like this particular fight against Yarde, you can see he was able to corner Yarde and let off a flurry of punches, right? He's not going to have that opportunity with Bivol. Bivol is never ever caught up against the ropes. He's never caught in the corner, never. So that's going to be an interesting fight if it, whenever it happens. I wouldn't mind seeing Canelo and Bivol again, as long as Canelo is, you know, back to being Canelo. You know, he's supposed to be fighting John Ryder next. Um, I think Cinco de Mayo is probably the slated time for it. He's coming off of that surgery, etc. So, you know, um, I think that's a good fight. I just don't think Canelo I think stylistically is just a bad matchup. Um, when it comes to fighting a guy like Bivol. Like I said, like Canelo, he's a chaser, man. He's a chaser. He's a plotter. That's never a good stylistic approach against somebody who constantly keeps their opponent on the end of their punches, constantly utilizes the ring and their feet as a defense, as well as has a great defense high guard as well. That's just a bad matchup for Canelo, in my personal opinion. John Wright, yeah. Eddie Hearn has already alluded to it pretty extensively that he wants the return fight for Canelo to be against John Ryder. And then he wants to possibly try and get Bivol versus Canelo after that. He said maybe at 168, but I don't think it's going to be at 168. It's going to be at light heavyweight. So that's the only reason why, like when I look at the time frame, so we're looking at, they're basically saying that Canelo versus Bivol can possibly happen, or the soonest it would happen would be like late this year. So it's like, that means either Beterbiev is going to have to wait, or he's going to maybe take, Beterbiev's not getting any younger, right? So maybe he takes one more fight before the end of the year, and then they set up Bivol versus Beterbiev next year. Even though, in my personal opinion, they should strike while the iron's hot, man. I think that should be the next fight to make because, if you look at the light heavyweight division, um, the two tops are the two tops. It's clear as day. It's Beterbiev and Bivol. Like, so why wouldn't they fight? The only reason they want to fight is because Canelo. And that right now kind of irks me a little bit that Canelo has that much power within another division that he hasn't even fought at consistently. He only had 2 fights at, and one of them he lost. So he's holding up a potentially great fight. But that's boxing for you, man. Money speaks volumes. Money's number one. That's just what the case is always. But I want to say this. Everybody who said Yarde wasn't going to do good, and Yarde was trash, and Yarde was soft, he put on a hell of a fight, and hopefully a lot of people change their state of mind when it comes to Yarde. I'd love to see Yarde versus Buatsi. That'd be a fight to me. Beterbiev won't have any trouble with anyone else waiting game. Yeah, most likely, especially with him being older, he'll probably wait it out. I'm like, he probably will. But I just don't think it's fair that he has to. It's all because of some super middleweight who's a face of boxing says he might want to fight Bivol again in a rematch. Well, he says he does want to, but if it gets happen, who knows? But the disrespect in boxing is astronomical. It's ridiculous. But hey, y'all, look. If y'all came up in here, man, please don't forget to hit the like button for your boy, man. The like button helps out a lot. Get me in the algorithm. Second Fluence Lounge of the year. Thought it was a good time. Another great fight. The first one was a great card. This one was a great fight. Possibly fight of the year if it maybe would have went all 12 rounds or a little bit longer. Yarde really showed out, man. But make sure I hit the like button, subscribe if you're not part of the family. I would stay a little bit longer with y'all, but I want to get a little nap in. I'm a little tired from my workout. I want to, refuel, eat a little something, then I'm gonna be back. I may be back tonight. I don't know. I was planning on going out and getting some drinks tonight, but the weather out here is kind of crazy. So if it's raining on crazy stuff like that, I'll probably stay in, jump on a live, and probably talk about the future of Beterbiev, the light heavyweight division, Bivol, all the good stuff. Kind of just recap what happened earlier in the day. But either way, man, I want to appreciate everybody up out there. So y'all know, man, like I said before, man, the videos is different. They're on the different side of the game just because of the situation I'm in. The situation ain't gonna be like this very long. Currently searching to be in a new spot, make a bid on a house. So praying that something comes up that I like and that I can get into. But either way it goes, staying consistent with the content. I'll still be posting. If y'all don't know when I'm gonna post, notification gang. I'll be back. If not tonight, I'll be back tomorrow. For sure. I'm not sure if the Lakers play tonight. If the Lakers play tonight, I may go live for that if I don't go out. But y'all already know what it is, man. Appreciate everyone. Last one. Appreciate you, bro. It was good to see you back. It's been a minute, been a long time, but it's always good to have some of the OG family members back, man. That was a good time, man. Hopefully we get another good UK card too, man. We can have you back up in here, chop it up and all that good stuff. But appreciate everybody up out here for real. Yeah, facts, man. Facts. As long as the content is coming out. So I'm trying to just keep telling myself and give y'all the consistency. But appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate you, Lost One. Hopefully we get another good UK card soon, man, so I can see you again, dog. We can chop it up. Blessings to you, bro. Hopefully work is good. Enjoy your night, man. Well, not enjoy your night, but enjoy your day when you get off work, man. Go ahead, get a drink, get it popping. You know what I'm saying? It's Saturday. Why not? Enjoy your weekend, man. Don't be stuck up in the crib unless you have to. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stuck up in the crib. Go do something. You already know what it is. Stay blessed, not stressed. Double salute. Much love to the people. I'm out of here for now, but I'll be back. You already know what it is.